Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy, Jay Devon. All right, man, before we get into this video, make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get up into it. All right, man. I think I have finally drawn the line for 2K, and I think that I'm done. And I say that because out of 100% of me being done, I'm kind of like 75%, maybe 80% done. Not just with my player, not only playing my team, but, playing against the computer and other game modes probably in a few far in between. But I'm just done with 2K in general because there's no innovation. You know what I mean? There's nothing about 2K for the past, we're in 25 right now. There's nothing that's been innovative other than different ways of greening your shots, the rhythm shooting, and the way that you dunk, and the meter dunking. I mean, I don't know. That might be the only way I could probably say the rhythm shoot is probably the one innovative thing that they've done. I feel like that was innovative to me. I might be missing a couple other things. Y'all can feel free to drop them in the comments. But I mean, there's nothing in 2K. What I'm trying to say is that there's nothing in that game that keeps me wanting to come back. Season 7 started today, and I opened it up for a little bit, and then just to see what everything was, and then I closed the app and I went about my business. I genuinely don't feel like 2K is worth my time anymore. And that's why I literally find myself getting more and more into retro gaming, because 2K has just they've lost their shine. You know what I mean? You're not finna content creator your way down my damn throat about all the different builds and the My Team tournaments and the logo, the Twitch logo. I mean, the 2K logo battles, and you're not going to keep trying to explain to me or show me that 2K can be fun. No, I've been playing 2K since Dreamcast. Like NBA 2K, we'll take it that far back. That is a long time. That's a long time ago. 2K14 was like when we went from the PS3 to the PS4. That was when it got like serious at that point, because that's when we started like upping the graphics and started taking the gameplay a little more seriously. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now that we've gone to the point where we've gotten to the point where now the dollar is more important. There's more importance in making sure that we have more favorable animations and less user control and more RNG gameplay. And I'm going to talk about that too. It's more important to have those things rather than to make sure that we have a game that keeps people coming back. When I'm playing 2K, I used to play online head-to-head. I don't even play online head-to-head anymore. Like, I don't see the point in playing it at this point. I truly don't. You know what I mean? I remember that used to actually, it actually meant something to play against another person online, and you got the chance to actually, showcase your skills. But the way the game works now, the teams are so, they're so lackadaisical that they don't do anything, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that you don't want computer to do everything for you, but at the same time, if I'm guarding this guy and I'm playing on-ball defense, if a guy throws an errant pass, or if he throws a pass that I can't necessarily get to, I'm expecting, if I got somebody like Shaquille O'Neal to be down in the paint, I'm expecting him to throw that shit to the nosebleeds. But the way that 2K will have you sitting there, have your guy sitting there and act like he don't know what's going on, they'll let him just do whatever, because they're trying to make it to where you as the user, they want you to be in control of everything, even though you can't be in control of everything. So that's when RNG comes into play. You know what I mean? And RNG has really been rampant. It's been at an all-time high in 2K25, especially in 5v5 modes. Now, 5v5 user modes, there is no place for RNG at all whatsoever. I've never seen such blatant disregard for user input and just the overriding of RNG in terms of whether it's a 50-50 ball. And I've seen my own guys struggle to pick the ball up while the guy is reaching to the ball. He picks it up, one scoop, it goes to the other end. I've seen RNG pop off whenever there's two people jockeying for a position on the rebound, and I've been in a better position, but for some weird reason, the guy's still able to slide underneath me, and he's able to make the rebound, regardless of the fact that I had him boxed out. But because he has, I guess, legend rebound chaser or a legend box out beast, I guess that gives him the ultimate chance at trying to get the ball regardless of how well positioned you are. I don't like having RNG in games where it's supposed to be nothing but users. If it was 5 users versus AIs, I could understand why you would want RNG in the game, but no. I'm tired of playing against people that one game I'm dropping 30 points. I'm getting crazy boards. I'm blocking all the shots. Then all of a sudden, the next game, I'm watching my hand go through the ball. I'm watching my guys struggle to pick the ball up. I'm watching my guys struggle to make shots. I'm watching my guys do everything, all of the above. I'm watching my guys struggle to play defense, even when I have the readies to say that I can play defense. I'm watching them struggle to do that while the other team is just getting anything and everything that they want underneath the sun. Because 2K is trying to make it to where one side doesn't feel, or no. One side, if you were having a good game, they don't want you to feel bored. So they'll throw a wrench in your game. And then the team that you play against, they might have just got beaten not so long ago. So they give them all the stops and all the greens in the world and let them feel like they actually have a fighting chance in the game. And that is what bothers me the most. I am so tired of RNG in these games. RNG has literally made it unbearable for me in 2K. Now, with all that being said and done, 2K26 is going to be a very slippery slope for me. And I say that because if 2K26 not comes out, but you know when Mike Wayne normally comes out of hibernation and he starts talking about different animations or different badges or different stuff that he's going to add, before y'all start, jizzing yourselves about the different things that he's adding or taking out, let's really look at the bigger picture here. As much as there's a bunch of RNG in this game where it feels like as a user you have no other choice but to sit there and be victim of 2K's algorithm, if Mike Wayne doesn't address 2K's algorithm in terms of 5v5 user gameplay, I think this is going to be the end of the line for me. I really feel like this is going to be the end of the line for me. And I know people are probably going to jump in the comments and say, oh, whatever, you're still going to buy it this year. Trust me, I haven't bought college football, and I don't plan on buying 26 because I didn't buy 25, and I haven't bought Madden since Madden 18. So if I say I'm not going to buy it, I normally follow through. But back to Mike Wang and 2K, if they're not going to talk about that issue at hand, it's the end of the line for me, because you're not going to gaslight us into thinking that RNG is okay. You're not finna sit here and make it to where watching my guy struggle to pick the ball up and watching the other guy just scoop the ball up with no hesitation is okay. Watching my guys green one game and then the next game he's missing everything underneath the sun, that's okay, right? You're having me in games where my build is actually decent. I actually can move with this build. I like this build. Now all of a sudden next game, oh, I should never make this build. Now I'm going to delete this build. I don't like this build anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like the emotional roller coaster that 2K takes you on, and it's a gaslight us into thinking that, no, that's needed because X, Y, and Z. No. RNG is not needed. Have your game of animations. And that's another thing, too. Stop with the oversaturation of animations. You know why 2K14 and 15 and 16 and 17, 18, and 19 were good? Because it wasn't overridden with animations. I ain't gonna say 18 because 18 was a wreck, but 19 and 20, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you know why those games were good? Because they weren't so incessant on, or there wasn't OD about, I probably use that word wrong, but they wasn't OD about animations. Not all the time if you had a guy behind you that he was to slide back in front of you somehow and block your shot because you went for a layup or you went for a dunk somehow and you choose the right hand. You chose the right hand to finish with. But because 2K's animations are so oversaturated that they give you a blocked animation. Oh no, you're getting blocked animation, and then they got the nerve to tell you that, oh no, that was poor shot selection. What are you talking about? I literally have him on my back pocket, and I'm going to go dunk the ball. He has to foul me at this point if he wants to stop me. But no, you have me slow down somehow, and you slide back in front of me, you motion shift back in front of me, and you allow him to be able to block my shot. And then in turn, you say it's a bad shot selection. If they don't address that type of gameplay coming up for NBA 2K26, I'm done. I'm extremely done because now it's getting to the point where you don't care about us having fun with 2K. I don't care what these content creators that are that play 2K day in and day out. I don't care about the ones that have their builds put in the game. I don't care who it is. There's nothing fun about playing a game that 1 minute has you up in joy, has you firing off all the endorphins in your brain because everything is going your way. You're able to play your game how you want to play it. And then all of a sudden, the next 2 or 3 games, you're ready to throw your console out of the window. I'm not a fan of games like that. So like I said, if 2K26 isn't going to have these issues corrected, it's the end of the line for me, man. And the ball is in Mike Wang's court, no pun intended. But we got to address these things because there is no reason to have that kind of gameplay in 2K26 or just 2K general. In general, 2K deserves to not have that kind of gameplay because if you take out 2K25 and go play the earlier 2Ks, you would see how free flowing it was, how less restrictive it was because there was a lot less RNG. And it wasn't a bunch of animations that oversaturated the gameplay that made it to where it was so clunky. And the only way you were able to score is if you had to cheese your way to the basket with all the known cheese moves. But yeah, this is the end of the line for me, man. Season 7, I don't even know, man. I think this is it for me. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm going to get up out of here. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links because you know how I do. Well, I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Divine, and I'm signing out. Peace.